Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at I honestly... Child, now we all are sitting up here worried about Megan Thee Stallion. We were afraid she might have been arrested dealing with Torey Lanez, and then they said that she ended up with glass in her foot and had to be rushed to the hospital. But sis has come out and said that she has been shot. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of this tea. Now let's get back into it. Now, I didn't report on this, but there was a big issue going on with Torey Lanez hanging out with Megan Thee Stallion and Kylie Jenner, and after they all hung out together, Torey Lanez ended up being arrested. Something happened with some gunshots, some bullets was going on, child. But Megan Thee Stallion ended up in the hospital, allegedly, with glass in her foot. But sis has come out and said that it wasn't glass, it was bullets in her body. She took to Instagram and said this: "The narrative that is being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate, and I'd like to set the record straight. On Sunday morning, I suffered gunshot wounds as a result of a crime that was committed against me and done with the intentions to physically harm me. I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. I'm incredibly grateful to be alive and that I'm expected to make a full recovery, but it was important for me to clarify the details about this traumatic night. I am currently focused on my recovery so I can return back to my life and back to making music as soon as possible." Then she said, "I was never arrested. This whole experience was an eye-opener and a blessing in disguise. I hate that it took this experience for me to learn how to protect my energy." Megan's best friend Kelsey said the following: "I want to clear up the rumors that I shot Megan. I wasn't the one with the gun and would never do something like that. However, I was present." And Megan's former hairstylist, I Am Jonathan, said Megan around too many fake MFers that just want to be around, ain't no real ish, and MFers not built like me at all. MFers know what's really real and genuine. And then her former makeup artist, Akilla Face, said, "I Am Jonathan, you was faking too with Megan to get on. Let's call a spade a spade. In real life, you know who got receipts. I Am Jonathan been a fraud." And Jonathan clapped back by saying this: "See, let me set this ish straight. It's different levels and brackets in this ish. Megan was never a friend of this ninja. She regretted this ninja working for her. He's a real life clout chaser. Messy and ain't on ish. See, we from Texas. We don't rock like that. We been rocking and forever will. We both hustlers, so MFers that ain't on ish can't speak on ish. And I'ma leave this for the broke MFers cause ain't nobody effing with me in real life." And one of Megan's producers posted and deleted this: "Torey Lanez, count your days." Girl, what in the world happened to Megan? Who did it? It's too much going on, but since we're talking about people getting arrested, let's get into this. I woke up this morning to find out that Porsha Williams, Yandy Smith, and Tamika Mallory were all arrested yesterday and charged with felonies. Yes, honey, felonies. Now, I'm sure by now all of you have heard of the story of Breonna Taylor, and if you haven't, I'll tell it to you. Breonna Taylor was a 26-year-old African-American emergency medical technician that was fatally shot by Louisville Metro Police Department on March 13th. These were 3 plainclothes police officers that executed a no-knock search warrant in the middle of the night. Now, Breonna was there with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, and it was nighttime. They were asleep. Now, they figured that someone was trying to break in their property, so Kenneth got his gun and he fired a shot. The police officers fired back 20 shots, 8 of which hit and killed Breonna Taylor. The police officers then retreated, did not assist Breonna Taylor, did not assist her boyfriend. He still didn't even know that it was the police officers that entered their home. He called the police thinking that someone had broken into their home, not knowing it was the police. The police tried very hard to hide what happened in this case. First of all, the police filed an incident report that was nearly entirely blank. The report stated that Taylor had no injuries, even though she died from several gunshot wounds. It also stated that no forced entry occurred, even though the police used a battering ram. And after all of these blanks in the report, it's hard to believe that it took 3 months to release it. And even after it was released, Louisville's mayor said this: This is unacceptable. Full stop. It's issues like this that erode public confidence in Louisville Metro Police Department's ability to do its job, and that's why I've ordered an external top-to-bottom review of the department. And soon after that comment, Breonna's law was passed by Louisville Metro Council, banning use of no-knock warrants by LMPD, and the officer, Brett Hankinson, that shot and killed Breonna Taylor was fired. That's it. Fired. Not arrested, no court date, no hearing, not charged for murder, just fired. And things like this is what causes the public outrage. This young woman had a promising life ahead of her. And I don't care who you are, police or no police, you can't just go around killing people and just get fired. I know I can't do it. I know y'all can't do it. Well, activist Tamika Mallory has been doing everything that she can to bring awareness to this case, and on yesterday, Tamika, Porsha Williams, Yandy Smith, and over 100 others were arrested during a peaceful protest outside of Kentucky's Attorney General's home. Now, their Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, has the ability of charging Breonna's killers, but instead he's been posting engagement pictures and worrying about showing his true colors, literally. This is a 34-year-old black Republican who wasn't even man enough to call Breonna Taylor's mother. He had someone else do it for him. Breonna's mother asked to have a sit down with him, and instead of him sitting down with her, he has avoided her at all costs and had someone else do it for him. Now, from what I hear, he worked very hard to get the black vote, giving them hope that there would be change and he would be fair. All Cameron has done was seem to turn a blind eye, telling everyone to be patient while he vets the case. Yet the killer is running around free, and from what I'm being told, he's even trying hard to get his job back. Now, since the Attorney General is in the house seemingly unbothered, a protest happened outside of his home. Tamika, Porsha, and Yandy were all a part of that protest, which eventually landed them in jail, all with felony and misdemeanor charges.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! We also want his fiancé to know.
Want his fiancé to know
That she won't get married in peace.
that she won't get married in peace.
So long as she lays next to
She lays next to
a man who won't charge the cops.
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 Arrest the cops.
Arrest the cops.
Arrest the cops.
Arrest the cops.
Now, LMPD said in their statement that they asked the protesters to leave his lawn, and those that stayed were arrested. A total of 87 people, and each person was charged with intimidating a participant in a legal process, which is a Class D felony, disorderly conduct of the second degree, which is a Class B misdemeanor, and criminal trespass of the third degree, which is a violation. Now, Porsha had a feeling that she would be arrested, but as Sis said, she's about that life. I want you guys to take a listen to this.
How you doing today? Hey, look great.
You got butterflies?
Huh?
You got butterflies?
A little bit. I'll be lying if I say I didn't. I feel like
Because I don't want you to get angry.
What it take, man?
I feel like today definitely gonna end with me in handcuffs. But I'm about that. That's what we're here for.
Right, you don't need to.
Breonna Taylor. Say her name.
That's okay.
Now, the protesters were arrested, and after 12 long hours, several of them have been released. Porsha, Mallory, and Yandy have agreed to not leave until everyone is out. Take a listen to this.
Yes! Yes! Yes, baby, yes! Free at last! Free at last! Free at last! Yes! 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 Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yes, baby. No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Fuck these racist ass
No
police.
peace.
I said no justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Cause Breonna was asleep. I said no justice!
No peace!
Hey, no justice!
Peace.
Hey, we're here for the long haul. So, we're here to make sure that they got out today. The court system, the judges, they did what they needed to do, and they did release all of the protesters on their own recognizance. So now it's up to the jail. Mayor Fisher makes some calls with these people out from this hospital.
The Trump charge was about that felony.
Intimidating and participating.
Why do you feel that that is an inappropriate charge?
First, what threat? There was no threat to kill or injure Daniel Cameron. There is no rule against peacefully protesters. They protested on his property. Everyone was peaceful. People saw it on camera. These protesters were peaceful. There was no threat to kill or injure Daniel Cameron. All they asked him to do is to do his job. And that's all we want. That's right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now, according to Tamika Mallory, this is the felony charge that Daniel J. Cameron and the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections thinks applies to peaceful protesters, yet Breonna Taylor's murderers are still free. And the charge is intimidating a participant of a legal process. It says a person is guilty of intimidating a participant in the legal process when, by use of physical force or a threat directed to a person he believes to be a participant in a legal process. I'm telling you right now, Daniel J. Cameron and the police department is using this as an intimidation tactic to shut people up. But we cannot be silenced. As they said, no justice, no peace. F these racist ass police. It's not happening. As much as they want this situation to be swept under the rug, our eyes are now open to it. We know exactly what happened to Breonna Taylor, and we need those officers charged. Period. Breonna can't go home anymore. Breonna can't rest anymore. Neither should these police officers. They need to be charged. And Daniel J. Cameron needs to hold them accountable instead of trying to be one of those good old boys. Y'all about to get me upset, and I'm not trying to go there, honey. But what I want you to do is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the arrest with Porsha Williams, Tamika Mallory, Yandy Smith, and over 87 others that were charged with these felonies. What do you think is going to happen with these felonies? Do you feel like any of these charges are going to stick? And do you think that this is going to stop the future protesters from protesting from fear of getting a felony? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.